Hello, everyone. I am your host today, Quackers Clocks, and of course, um, first few streams have gone pretty well. And yes, my hair is a mess. I got up about 12:30 this afternoon, uh, and welcome to the daily sports Q&A. Um, I will be transferring this stuff to the Sports Reaction channel probably tomorrow. So it's gonna be a short one today. I gotta go to a friend's graduation party. So, anyways, ask me some questions. Yeah, I'm gonna let my friend Tyler know that I'm streaming. It said there was a person watching this, and they left. All right, Tyler said okay to that. I told him to hop on if he could. Anyways, welcome to another sports Q&A. Um, I'm probably gonna do this every day, just because I like interacting with my fan base here, and streams are pretty good. Streams are fun. Um, I know I did do a whole lot of streams because I didn't have like a webcam or anything, but yeah, it's just a sports Q&A here. And um, you know what? Not getting a whole lot of viewers on these streams, and wait, I gotta go to live chat. That's what I need. Oh yeah, nobody's in the live chat. Doing another one. Doing another stream. Apparently. Um, I hope that what's his name? The very sketchy artist comes on and asks me a few questions. All right, we got a person. We got a person. It says, "Hey, Tyler. All right, so we're gonna be. You can ask me any sports question you want. This is gonna be a shorter stream today. Um, it'll probably go on for about an hour. Um, so yeah, ask me some sports questions, dude. You can talk to me about football, baseball, hockey, basketball. Did Tyler just leave? It said it says there's no people on here. Thoughts on Donovan Peoples Jones? Um, for a sixth round pick, he's really good. I mean, especially I don't know where he went to college, but he is a second year wide receiver on the Cleveland Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Donovan Peoples-Jones was selected in the 6th round of this past year, and he went to college at Michigan. So that's kind of a weird kind of thing. I mean, I like him. I mean, he's a good wide receiver. He's very talented, and I didn't realize he would be starting last year, even as a 6th round pick. But Browns needed wideouts, especially in that draft, and they just got Anthony Schwartz in this past draft as also another wideout option. Tyler also said AFC North predictions. I have a Google Doc that has all my prediction records on it, but I do know that the Ravens will be winning the division at 14-3. The Browns will be second at 13-4. The Steelers 8-9, and then the Bengals 7-10. And I'm not being modest. I'm looking at their schedule quite thoroughly. And yeah, it's not going to be as strong as the AFC West, though. AFC West has the NFC East to play, and that's probably 4 free wins for each team. So, yeah. Okay. I like it, except the Bengals ain't winning 7 games. I got to look at their schedule again. Bengals schedule. Oh, they play the Buccaneers in the preseason. Okay, so they play the Vikings. They'll probably lose that one. They have to play the NFC North. They also have to play the AFC West. And they have to play the division rivals twice. Then they'll have to play the Jets and the Jaguars. Burrow's been horrendous at camp so far. Really? I haven't been paying attention to a lot of Bengals training camp. But I know they did fuck up in the draft when they got Ja'Marr Chase, even though they should have gotten Penei Sewell, the tackle out of Oregon. He was probably the best tackle in the draft, and they passed up on him for a wide receiver that probably isn't. I mean, sure, I get the reuniting of Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase, but you have to think about your offensive line. And then in the 2nd round happens, and then they get Jackson Carman, and it's like, oh, you're gonna get your offensive tackle right there. But he's not as high ranked of a tackle as Penei Sewell. That's why they should have gotten him in the 1st round. That was kind of a mistake on their part. They should have gotten the Sewell, and the Dolphins should have gotten Ja'Marr Chase, and then the Lions should have picked what's his name, Jalen Waddle, to replace Marvin Jones. Yeah, they messed the draft up. It should have been Bengals should have picked Penei Sewell. The Dolphins should have gotten Ja'Marr Chase, and then the Lions picked I'm sorry, not Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, who would probably be a replacement for Marvin Jones or Kenny Golladay, those kind of people. Marvin Jones signed with the Jaguars, and Kenny Golladay is with the Giants. So the Lions have no wide receivers. The Titans got a wide receiver in the late rounds too, Dez Fitzpatrick. Speaking of wide receivers, and the Golladay is hurt right now. I mean, he'll probably come back by the time the season starts. It's only August. So he's probably got some reps in at training camp, but if Golladay can recover, then that would be amazing, especially on the Giants side. They don't have a lot of excuses anymore. If their whole team gets injured, then they're fucked. Same with Saquon. He'll probably won't play the first 2 to Saquon Barkley's hurt again? Jesus. That guy is made of glass. I swear to God, he is made of glass. He keeps getting hurt. That's the problem with Saquon Barkley. He just keeps getting hurt. Not that I had an issue with him. The ACL is still lingering from last year. I mean, he did get it fixed. I mean, it takes a while to recover from an ACL tear. I mean, I get that. I mean, once you tear your ACL, the season's over. Your season's over, buddy. Good thing I didn't put Saquon Barkley on my fantasy team. I mean, fantasy drafts are open for sure, but I probably they need to re-sign Eli Manning. Funny story about that. Eli Manning is actually on the executive board of the Giants. He's like fan control or something. Eli Manning. I swear to God, there's something about Eli Manning that I saw something like recently that happened with the Giants. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Manning rejoined the Giants in 2021 in a business operations and fan engagement role, according to the team. The team also announced that his jersey retirement will take place on September 26, 2021, when the Giants play the Atlanta Falcons at MetLife Stadium. You drafted a fantasy team. Now, I have not drafted a fantasy team just yet. I'll probably, I'm joining your league, so I probably have to go by your draft. Yeah, Eli Manning joined the Giants as like a fan engagement person, but Eli was probably one of the best quarterbacks the Giants have ever had. Besides, I don't know who they had. And you probably know the story of the Philip Rivers and gotcha, yeah. You probably know the story of Philip Rivers and Eli Manning in the 2004 NFL draft. The Giants had the number 1 overall pick, and they selected Philip Rivers, the QB out of where did he come out of? Eli Manning went to Ole Miss, and Philip Rivers went to NC State. So Philip Rivers, fresh out of North Carolina State, picked by the Giants. So the Chargers actually had the number 4 overall pick. That's right. I figured it was. And the Giants were like, we don't want Philip Rivers. We want Eli Manning. So when the Chargers took Eli Manning, they pick swapped so that Eli Manning could go to the Giants and Philip Rivers would go to the Chargers. And Philip Rivers spent 16 seasons with the Chargers and his final season as a Colt. And Manning spent his entire career with the Giants and won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants. So, yeah. Ask me some more questions, buddy. Next Saturday. It's Chiefs versus 49ers. It isn't Chiefs versus Cardinals. Chiefs versus Cardinals is going to be on August 20th, but I'm probably not going to watch that one. Because, I wonder if the Chiefs play any Thursday night football games. That'd be interesting. Trey Lance about to go off. Well, it's probably not going to be Patrick Mahomes in this game because, it's a preseason game. So it's probably going to be Trey Lance is going to be starting for the 49ers. And I was kind of shocked when they picked Trey Lance because, what is it? I was kind of shocked because I thought they would like go for Justin Fields and and I know that I was kind of praying that they would go for Fields, but they went for Trey Lance instead. That was kind of a shocker to me. I mean, they did need another quarterback. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo's kind of fallen flat on his face. Nick Mullins signed with the Eagles, didn't he? Yeah, he did. But you got another person. You only have the Browns only. The Browns only have three quarterbacks on their roster: Baker Mayfield, Case Keenum, and Kyle Lauletta. Those are the three on your roster. As for us, we have four. We have Patrick Mahomes, we have Chad Henne, Anthony Gordon, and we also got Shane Buechele out of undrafted free agency. He's an undrafted rookie. Yeah. I don't understand why we got a quarterback in undrafted free agency. It just, um, I mean, we had three. We didn't need a fourth one, but you know, if Patrick Mahomes gets hurt, then Chad Henne can go, and if Chad Henne goes into the IR, then probably Anthony Gordon could start. Maybe they can get Shane Buechele to start. Um, and as for the Cowboys, I believe they have three or four. They have four. They have Dak Prescott, who won Super Bowl 47. Was that 2013? I believe so. That was the 2013 Super Bowl, wasn't it? It was the Ravens and the 49ers. The Ravens actually won that Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. Yep. Won Super Bowl 48. It was actually the Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. The Seahawks blew out the Broncos in a grudge match. It wasn't the Broncos only scored like 8 points, and Eli Peyton Manning was their starting QB at the time. After 2011, the Colts, what's his name? What's the term? Released Peyton Manning, and he signed with the Broncos in free agency. So, Super Bowl 48 was the Seahawks versus the Broncos. I remember watching the end of the game, and it was like, holy shit, the Seahawks won. The Seahawks won the Super Bowl. And I believe that was Russell Wilson's only Super Bowl ring. Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray? I'm in what sense? Do you have like a specific um like um what am I thinking of? What am I overall? Okay. Do you have like speed, versatility kind of thing? Oh, sorry about that. I have to plug in the computer here. Um I would probably say Lamar Jackson because not that I don't like Kyler Murray. I mean, he's a good quarterback, but Lamar Jackson can do a whole lot of other stuff. He can keep the ball himself and run like Derrick Henry out there. And his passing's a little iffy, but yeah, I just think he's a better rusher than he is a passer. Kyler Murray is better in fantasy. I bet. I bet he gets a lot of fantasy points each year. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, remember the wild card against the Titans, he rushed like 40 yards for a touchdown. And he's a fast QB for sure. A lot of QBs aren't that fast. If you had the first pick in the fantasy draft, who would I take? I would take a QB. I would take one of those. I would take a QB for sure because that's usually the first pick in the draft. It's usually a quarterback that gets selected first overall. But if I was going to take any fantasy draft, I would take Patrick Mahomes because I'm a Chiefs fan. And he would probably fit the first overall pick. He actually did get selected in the first round in 2017, I believe 10th overall. If I'm not mistaken. And yep, 10th overall. Good pick. Good pick. He's a beast in fantasy. Yeah, I figure he probably puts up a lot of fantasy points. He went 10th overall in 2017, and he has one ring as a second year starter and a third year QB. So this is his fifth year with the team. They agreed to an extension last season, which was $50 million per year for 10 years, with about 45 of it guaranteed. Trubisky was picked before him. That's because the Bears traded up to select him. I don't know what they saw in Mitch Trubisky that they thought, oh, this guy's going to be a stud. Well, he isn't. I've seen him play with the Bears. He's not good. I don't know what Ryan Pace was thinking. He was like, oh, we're going to get this franchise QB to replace Jay Cutler. Oh my God. And it was like, oh no. Or Mike Glennon. Oh no. He went to Mentor High School. Yes, and he went to North Carolina. He went to the University of North Carolina to play football. He was a Tar Heel, and he was selected second overall by the Bears because Ryan Pace allows that shit. Yeah, Ryan Pace was basically, oh, we're going to replace Jay Cutler, guys. We're going to be fine. This guy's a stud. He was so good in college that we have to trade up to get him. And then he's just a bust. He's just a draft, but I don't understand. Top 3 tight ends. Travis Kelce for sure. Will be number 1. Not Hunter Henry. I got to think about it for a minute. I would say Gronkowski at 2. And who would be number 3? I got to think. Not Kyle Pitts. Not Kyle Pitts. I'm thinking of some other tight ends that I know. I'm thinking. It would be number 3. I don't know. I would say. I got to think about this one. Darren Waller. I wasn't thinking him. I would say Kelsey at 1, Gronk at 2, and Darren Waller at 3. I wasn't thinking about him. You say Kelsey, Waller, and George Kittle. I mean, he'd be good if he wasn't injured all the time. And I'd say Waller because, he's a great tight end and he's on a shitty team. So, stats speak for themselves. I mean, he's George Kittle. What do you expect? I know Kelsey is the top tight end. Speaking of tight ends, the Chiefs selected one in the draft. And so did the Steelers. Didn't see Pat Freiermuth play 2 nights ago. I'm probably not going to see Noah Gray because Travis Kelce's going to be healthy. He was healthy last year. Timothy, you are correct. It is going to be a sports channel now. I'm going to transfer everything on the sports reaction, but I'm going to do another stream on there. Tyler said Devontae Hopkins or DeAndre Adams. Don't you mean DeAndre Hopkins and Devontae Adams? I mean, Hopkins is, I would say DeAndre Hopkins, because even though I do like Devontae Adams, I think Hopkins is a better wide receiver. He can run routes better. He can catch. Tyreek Hill or Stephon Diggs in regards to speed. Hill. In regards to catching the ball, Diggs. I mean, I would pick Hill anyways because I'm a Chiefs fan. Sorry, I'm looking back and forth in the chat. Probably gonna start doing some sports vids on the channel. Hopefully, I can get a little bit of more traction. Then, because sports is a big thing. Sport is a big thing people talk about. Well, I'm not saying, back to what I was saying, I don't think Hill can't catch the ball. I think Diggs is a better receiver in regards to catching. And he led the league in receiving yards last year. So, of course, Diggs would be Jason Tatum. Isn't he a basketball player on the Celtics? I swear he is. Or Zeke Elliott. Those are two different players, my friend. Jason Tatum is on the Celtics, and Zeke is a running back on the Cowboys. I can't compare two different sports to each other. It's kind of, I mean, I hear Tatum's a stud, and especially in the NBA, I think he's a pretty good one. And wait, what is it? What's his position? I don't even know any of the positions. Jason Tatum. Here we go. He is. Oh yeah, I heard the United States won the gold. Won the gold medal. He came third overall out of Duke. Played 2 seasons there, and has been with the Celtics. He's a small forward, power forward. I mean, I bet he has like a ton of stats. Hold on, let's see. Games played 80, games started 80. 3-point percentage 3.96. 0.396. I mean, out of a career average, I think that's pretty decent. Free throw percentage. That's a pretty high free throw percentage. Um, Rebounds per game, 6.3. Assists, 2.7. Steals, 1.2 steals a game. Blocks a game, 0.7. Points per game, 19.4. Last year, he put up a career high 26.4 points a game. I think he broke a lot of his records last season. What is this? Misses minutes per game, 35.8. As an average of 32.7. His career high in field goal percentage is 4.75. His 3-point percentage is 4.34. This was from 2017. Free throw percentage, his career high is 0.868. I mean, that's decent. Those are decent numbers. I don't want to compare him to Zeke Elliott, though, because those are two different sports. Tower, you're still on? Says there's two people in here. No participants. Me and Tyler. This is still on. Tyler hasn't said anything in a while. I'm just asking him if he's still on. He must have left. Says there's 2 people here. Who's on? I don't even know who else is on here. Anybody still on the chat? You can ask him questions if you want. Okay, Tyler's still on. All right, ask me some more questions. I'll be right here. You know what? I'll just sit it down right here. There. That'll be easier for me to. Is Johnny Manziel the future? Nope. He's not even in the league anymore. He's in the fan-controlled football league. And so is Josh Gordon. All those former Browns players decided to start their own league. You know what Stephen A. Smith said about Josh Gordon? He told him to stay off the weed. Trent Richardson. No. Is he still in the league? The running back. He's in a Mexican football league. Stay off the weed. Yeah. That's what Stephen A. Smith said about Josh Gordon. It's pretty funny. Frankly, I don't like Stephen A. Smith, but who does? Okay, it's back. Wonder if Tyler's typing up a response here. Says it's unstable again. I don't know why it said that. John the Object Thingy says, did Philadelphia Eagles had their own song? They do have a fight song. It's called Fly, Eagles Fly. Um, they did go to the Super Bowl and win against the Patriots in Super Bowl 52. It was there. Let's move right over here. Besides, the Eagles are trash. And Eagles is spelled Eagles. I don't know why you're spelling it incorrectly. No. I'm not going to sing it, John. Not. I'm not going to. Besides, my voice is kind of tired. I'm only just answering questions. I don't know why you're asking me to sing a song about a team that I don't support. I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm not an Eagles fan. Are you an Eagles fan, John? Because I'm not an Eagles fan. In fact, the NFC East is pretty trash. Wonder if Tyler's still on here. I'm bored. Ask me more questions. Why update some apps on here? You gotta pay attention to the chat too. Kyle, are you still on? I don't know what to do now. Oh, somebody showed up. Nope. Seems like they got better things to do than watch me answer questions. Well, nobody wants to join. I might as well just end the stream right here. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe I'll do another late night Q&A like this.